James Gunn got me a little bit perplexed with this recent news that came out. This is taken from YouTube channel, right?
Rant incoming.
He loves giving this guy interviews.
There are
douchebag right
some
here.
really interesting parallels that the Superman's journey in this
Douchebag right
film.
here,
He is brought down
because he's
by
whack,
internet trolls and is saved arguably by love.
Yeah, you guys see this guy all over the place. See how he gets all this stuff, asks dumb questions. Yeah, this whack dude and a lot of whack people get all this tight. Anyway, that's 52 minutes long. Shout out to people who take the clips that matter and make headlines from them. James Gunn says that the Authority has been rough to get going. Quote, the writer moved on to another movie in the DCU that I think he's really killing at right now. Remember that movie, The Authority, that he announced earlier, and we just talked about it last 2 days ago on Jody's Corner Live. We were just talking about it, about how he's running DC Studios, and I think he's doing a terrible job because he's come out and saying some things that are just absolutely non-studio head related and asinine. Here's another one. The Authority was announced in Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, and it had a lot of steam until it didn't. Now we have an update. He says the Authority has been rough to get going. The writer moved to another movie in the DCU that I think he's really killing at right now. I'm sorry. Are you not the head of DC Studios? If you have a writer writing on The Authority and that writer says, you know what, I'm going to go write this and I'm going to do this because I'm passionate about this. And you're James Gunn and you're like, all right, cool. He's killing it right now. Just leave The Authority and go to that. Even though I announced Authority and I put The Authority in Superman, but I took some of The Authority out and I announced, it's all right, go ahead. This is not how you run a studio. You do not let writers tell you, you know what, I'm gonna go do something else. No, I hired you to write The Authority. That's your job. And now you stay on The Authority until it's done. What type of business practice is this? I'm perplexed here. This goes against the way Hollywood movies are written in history. You buy a script, you hire the writer to adapt it or keep the writer that you buy it from to keep it the way it is, and then you move on from there. You don't say you got a movie coming out and then say it's been rough to get The Authority greenlit and moving because the writer is writing something else and he's killing it right now. So there's a lot of bullshit we got to kind of decipher. Does this mean that James Gunn wanted the writer to stop writing for The Authority and push something else? What is this other DCU project he's talking about? Could it be Wonder Woman? Could this writer for The Authority have been taken off of The Authority to fast track that Wonder Woman movie that seems to have come out of nowhere? It seems Wonder Woman was something that wasn't discussed because, mind you, James Gunn told us we're going to do Paradise Lost, a television series that's going to be an origin of the Amazonians before Diana was even born. Wonder Woman isn't even in Paradise Lost. It's a story way before her time. It's the equivalent of doing a Krypton show about Kryptonians years before Kal-El was even born. So, this Wonder Woman movie that has come out of nowhere, James Gunn basically said, Paradise Lost, it's in development. It's happening. Or he says, I don't have an update for Paradise Lost. I'm willing to wager that Paradise Lost probably is canceled. Wait a minute. Jody said it. Oh my God. Call me out. Paradise Lost is probably not coming out. Why, you say? Because David Zaslav said we're going to make Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Superman, and Batman pillars or tent poles of the DCU. Ever since David Zaslav said that, all of a sudden James is like, you know what? Can't wait for the Wonder Woman script. Wonder Woman's on his way. Then we have this. Wait, James, you're making a Wonder Woman movie? What about Paradise Lost that you announced 2 years ago? Now you're making a Wonder Woman movie and it's fast-tracked? Was this your plan all along, James Gunn, head of DC Studios? I don't think so. Wait, James, what about The Authority that you announced 2 years ago with Paradise Lost? What's the deal with that? Oh, it's rough to get going because the writer, he's doing something else. Make it make sense. I'm making up the theory that it could be Wonder Woman, right? But that makes sense. You take the writer from Authority, send him to do Wonder Woman, fast forward that script. But this is not how you do business as a DC Studios head. This is how I said it don't work. If you announce something in a slate, whether it's a video of a chunk of movies or not, one thing that's for sure that was not in that video 2 years ago was Wonder Woman. The Authority was in that chunk of videos. Oh, excuse me. I have a cold, guys. And now there's a movie that wasn't in that video that's getting fast-tracked. This is not cohesive. This is not showing structure. This isn't showing that he really knows what he's doing. What it gives to me is that he's playing it by ear. Like, yo, that script right there, that's nice. That's doing really good. And it's doing better than this movie that we announced 2 years ago. So, freak it. Shelve that. Fast track that because that's good. Even though this character being out first doesn't make much sense with this character coming out later. Freak it. It don't matter. I am predicting. Here's my first prediction for the DCU. We're going to have some issues with narrative story structure. I know James said he's loosely trying to make this stuff connect and build to a big thing. He said it's not going to be like Thanos and the Infinity Stones for Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. But then I recently heard him say that he is building a 10-year plan that leads to a cataclysmic event. And I believe he said Peacemaker's at the forefront of it. He said this. So he's kind of backtracking off what he said months ago. So he is cultivating a 10-year plan for a big story. My theory is that he's going to have issues with bringing in those movies to make narrative sense for that 10-year plan. We're going to look back and be like, why did this movie come out before this movie? Why did this movie even come out? Why did this happen so late? Because the way James Gunn is greenlighting these films, he's not doing it based off of a plan, based off of an overall story with those stories tying in to the big bang. That's how it probably should be done, especially if you have a 10-year plan. So what the hell are you doing, James? You shouldn't do stuff like this. Makes me scared. Stuff like this is exactly why I said he needs to not run DC Studios. I'm fine with James Gunn being a writer-director for DC. I'm fine with him collaborating with other creators. But no, as far as you so far, you already have called so many audibles in the first movie you made. You only made one movie, and you've already switched up your plan 3 or 4 times. This is another switch up. Why is The Authority hard for you to get off the ground? You're letting writers walk away and do other things? Well, if you had a plan, that writer wouldn't go anywhere because you say, do The Authority what I hired you for. When that's done, then you can go and do something else. So it seems like you're just letting the writers just do whatever the freak they want to do, and whatever is popping, you're just going to run with it. You're like a dog chasing ambulances. That's not how it should be done. This is some ADHD shit.
Oh my God.
Bro, some autistic shit, bro.
Oh, shit.
It's not right. I'm sorry. I am 100% against him not running DC Studios. And this right here is another example. And trust me on this before I let Swag Kage and Qui-Gon take the show. Trust me on this. I guarantee this will not be the last time. I'm even guaranteeing another switch up is going to happen in the next 60 days.
All right. I'll give you a bit of pushback. Before I do that, I'd say that I'm not in Hollywood. I don't know how movies are usually made, but I don't think it sounds like regular to have a writer who is put on a task on a project and then midway through that project, he's not able to do that project or complete the project or do it efficiently. So then you switch his project and send him somewhere else.
It is not normal. It is
usually maybe you try to find another writer, but you're literally saying that he found something else he wanted to do, so he gave him another project.
Yes.
I don't know how that looks like. I'd like to know like the details of that, because you can interpret this this tweet in a lot of different senses. But I'd like to know the details. Did the writer say like, hey, I'm not really having fun with this project, give me something else? And James is like, I'm gonna give you something else? Or was it more of a like, I'm not liking working with this Gordon, so I'm gonna put you on something else, right?
That's the question.
That's a very important distinction.
Yes.
But I will say, just to give you a bit of pushback,
yes,
you use the word slate, and in the words of Ebal himself, this was never on a slate. There was no date.
Ebal, don't go by what Ebal says, because he's wrong.
Listen.
A slate doesn't have to have dates.
But that's very important, though.
Right.
It's very important.
What he is saying, don't say slate in the sense that Marvel does slates. How Marvel has structure, they give you a date, a month, and a year.
Even by definition, using the word slate, you have to have some identifier for like, okay, these movies are coming out within this time frame.
Yes, and that's what he did.
That's not what he did.
The first
he was more so putting out putting out projects like, hey, this is in development, this wants to be made.
Right.
This one, but
do you think that he announced the movie that's supposed to come out in 10 years in that video?
No, not in 10 years. I'm thinking
the first movies.
No. Not when he's announcing these movies. He's basically saying this is phase 1. Now, if phase 1 lasts 5 years, so you have 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, right? If a movie he announced to say, hey, this is in phase 1, and it comes out in 2027, I'm not gonna say that, this has failed the slate, because it was never given a date, right? A whole phase can last a while. This is chapter 1. I don't know how many years chapter 1 is gonna last. That's all I'm saying, right? So these projects have not been given dates. It can still come out before phase 2. That's the important distinction. If it comes out before chapter 2, then he accomplished he was true to his word. That's all I'm saying.
That's bullshit, though.
But it's true.
So you give him 10 years.
Hold on. That's the leeway he gave himself by doing it that way. And it worked. It's true. That's the leeway he gave himself.
That's the leeway he gave himself.
Yes.
That's a cushion, right?
Yeah, but he has the right to do that.
He's good at doing that. He does that shit.
He did it.
So imagine.
It's smart.
It's not fallible.
Based off what he said. Now, this is really good that we highlight this, because you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That means Batman Brave and the Bold could come out in 2034.
Nah.
And he was correct still.
Nah.
Don't do that.
Hold on.
Don't do that.
If your chapter 1 lasts, 10 years, that's
how do you know that chapter 1 could be the 10-year plan?
That's too much. That's too
We don't know that chapter 2 is not. Maybe chapter 2's another 10.
No, because chapter 1 says gods and monsters.
Correct.
You can't focus on just gods and monsters for 10 years straight. That's crazy. There's a lot of there's a lot of diversity in DC, and you know damn well, using logic, there's a lot of diversity in DC. There's a lot of characters you have to get to. There's a lot of Justice League main members that are not gods and monsters that you have to get into.
You think how long?
Flash is not a god. He's not a monster. Green Lantern is not a god.
But Gorilla Grodd is. And his villains are. You have to think about the villains. Yes. Gods and monsters. Darkseid is a god.
Yeah.
New Genesis, they're gods.
True.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is a god. Superman can be considered a god, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Batman is not
monsters.
Really a monster.
Your Bane.
Batman.
You got your Clayface. Swamp Thing.
Dude, but they're still missing a lot of people though, right? Martian Manhunter, Aquaman. There's a lot of people missing.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
How long do you think chapter 1 Gods and Monsters is? How many years?
Ideally, I'd say 5 years. Ideally, maximum. 5 years max.
I think chapter 1 is 10 years.
It should be honestly.
I think chapter 1 is the 10-year plan.
That's insane.
I don't think it should be.
No,
yeah.
I don't think that's the case.
I do.
Well, even if it is the case,
do you think? What if it's phases? What if chapter 1 is like a phase? Well, if we use Marvel as an example,
yeah, phase 1 lasted how many years?
5 movies.
5 movies, right?
Well,
how many
4 years? 2008 to 2013. 5 years.
Oh, yeah, 5 years. Exactly. That's what 5 years. I think that's a good enough time.
So then, what about chapter 2? So that means the second half.
Yeah.
So the first half,
as long as the things that he's announced comes in chapter 1, gods and monsters, he's fulfilled what he's true to his word.
If we think it's 5 years, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Well, if it's not 5 years, hold on.
Movies.
You understand though? If it's not 5 years and ends up being 10 years, that's a different issue entirely, right? That has nothing to do with what he promised, right? That's a different issue entirely.
How is Flash a god?
That's like a pacing issue, like a organization issue. This is, it's too long.
All right, so you think we'll get all this in the next 5 years? Let's look up the chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. Superman, Supergirl, Clayface. That's through next year.
3 movies.
Next year's cooked. All right.
Okay.
Brave and the Bold, TBA. Authority, TBA. Swamp Thing. Nothing has dates
3 more movies.
as far as movies.
Yeah. But
So, Batman, Brave and the Bold, The Authority, and Swamp Thing.
so you have 2027, you have 2028, 2029, and 2030. 3 movies left. We already have 3 movies that are in 2026. By 2026, they're going to release. So 3 movies in like 4 years. That's
You don't count 2030. If you count 2030, that's 6 years.
okay. 2029. So
You
3
have to do
movies.
2029.
So that's like a movie a year. That's good. That's
Brave,
fine. They can
Brave,
do that.
Brave and the
They
Bold.
gonna do 2.
I think Brave and the Bold is going to be fast track. He already said Wonder Woman. So
2027.
Brave and the Bold and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, 2027.
But you have a problem now because the
so-
Batman 2 with Matt Reeves is coming out in 2027.
That's the problem.
So there will not be 2 Batmans in 2027. Batman is not going to come out until 2028.
Has it been confirmed? The
No.
Batman 2?
Why is
Yes,
that
it has a
really-
date.
With a date?
With a date. I think it's October 2027.
That's tough.
He's cooked.
They need to just cancel that shit, bro.
That's not his fault though, right? He has his plan. That's like Matt Reeves having his own power, being able to release. He has his contract, right?
Qui-Gon, there's no way in hell all of this stuff is going to come out in 2020.
I'm talking about the movies.
Nah, all that shit.
I'm talking about the movies.
No,
Fuck
the TVs
these shows,
The
nigga.
TV shows are part of Chapter 1. There's no way in hell.
Yeah,
Booster
Green,
Gold?
Green Lantern. Yeah.
Booster Gold?
Wait, didn't Blue Beetle already get a movie?
Blue Beetle already came out.
No, they gave a Blue Beetle some shit coming out, a show or something.
They
he's
keeping
working
that
on.
Blue Beetle.
Yes.
They keeping him, which is cool.
Bro, Blue Beetles, Booster Gold, the movie that we're not talking about no more. Paradise Lost.
Nah, make that a TV
Waller, which doesn't have a date, which I was right, got shelved.
Yeah. just get rid
Lanterns
of
is
that.
next year.
Crypto? Peaceman Fall.
Crypto cartoon or some shit.
Creature Commandos is out.
That's already out.
Season 2 also.
Bro, yeah.
I mean, look, 2025, Crypto 2025, Lanterns 2026.
Yeah.
They have
Crypto.
dates for these. So
Yeah.
these, listen,
Shows.
Don't have
yeah,
a
for these
TV
shows,
show.
but for
And
these
then
shows,
and then these dates. And
all right,
don't
so we have
nothing.
to look at to be the TBAs,
Yes.
right? We don't know those ones, right? So there's 1, 2,
Waller,
3, 4.
Paradise Lost was a big one. This is a
yeah.
film. Blue Beetle, is that a film? I think it might. No, it's a TV series.
I don't know.
Honestly, now looking at that, because if we go 2027, 2028, 2029,
Yes.
3 years,
Yes.
with 3 movies, we already established that can be done, right?
No, wait. It's more than 3 movies. 1,
2,
2,
three.
3. Booster Gold is a movie.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
No, that's a TV show.
Booster Gold was a movie.
Why is it in the TV show section?
Yeah.
That- Because she pushed back, but Booster Gold's a movie.
I remember it being a TV show.
Was it?
It's
Yeah,
a
I
TV
remember
show.
it
It's in the
being a
TV show
show.
section. They said movies and then TV
TV
shows.
shows.
I could have swore he announced that in the.
But look at the
let me look
the
up the
thing.
chapter.
Okay.
No, because he could have made it.
I could have sworn.
But
that
yeah, I
was a
think
TV show.
based on what I said, that's possible,
It's a
right? You can have one
show.
TV,
That's a lot
one or
of
2 TV.
shows.
Hold on, one
Booster Gold
season.
is a show.
A
It's hard,
season of
let
a
me see.
show. What? 8
First
episodes.
project is Creature Commandos.
Booster Gold.
Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into an TV series called Booster Gold. Booster
show.
Gold is
Series.
one of comic.
All
Yeah,
right,
TV
TV
show.
live action. Okay,
Yeah,
it is a
this
This
series.
is definitely possible. Hold up.
Yeah,
A
okay.
TV show.
That shit gonna
These
be
let's
these
go
new
back.
ones, right? How many episodes would come in? Creature Commandos. 8 episodes.
So, 8 to 10.
Yeah,
for
8
all
to
of
10.
the series.
You can have 2 shows.
You know how
one
long
movie.
it takes a show to come out?
Dog.
Lanterns
in a
took
year,
almost 2 years.
I know, but that's why you have planning, right?
Right.
Input development. We're
Yeah.
taking 3 years.
Let's
bro.
go back to the
2027,
slate. I want you to
2028,
do this for me.
It's definitely possible. I see it.
Let's
happening.
do it. Then
Yeah.
break it down. Let's break it down.
All right, let's break it
So we
down.
have 3 movies with no dates. We're in 2026 is done.
Yeah.
So now we're in 2027.
We agree. We agree on movies coming out in 2027, right? We agree. At 2027, at the minimum, 1 movie each year. We agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
put
hold
all
on.
3
Let's
of
look-
these, and if we're being generous,
Wait.
which also happens to be the
Okay.
case, you can have 2 movies in 1 year as well, which
You can.
often is the case.
You can.
Exactly. So if you have at minimum 1 movie each year for 3 years, and
Yes.
you have how many shows coming out? 4 shows.
But
At
hold
minimum
on.
1 show per year. It's
Hold
cutting it.
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're not adding Wonder Woman that he fast tracked out of nowhere. That's a movie.
That's gonna be a movie.
That's true. That's true.
He's
That makes
adding
four-
shit.
4 movies.
So there's 4 movies. Now hold on now.
Say
This is
yeah,
where it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for him. The Batman 2 is coming out in 2027. That means there will be no Batman Brave and the Bold in 2027.
We can- we can give you that.
2028 at the earliest. Wonder Woman's being fast tracked because clearly Batman can't come out in 2028. 2027. So can they push a Wonder Woman to come out in 2027? That's a little bit of a stretch.
That is a stretch.
That's a stretch. We're already in 2025. Probably not.
I'll give it 2028.
So it looks like at the earliest Wonder Woman could come out is in 2028.
True.
At which you could have a Batman and a Wonder Woman both coming out in 2028.
I think that's possibly
sounds
what's
That is
gonna happen.
possible.
Yeah.
But where does that leave the Authority and Swamp Thing?
Authority, you can get that in 2027. Swamp Thing.
No, you're not. He just said the authorities have issues. We just covered it.
no.
The authorities having issues. The writer's gone.
Dog, 2027 is in 2 years, bro. We're in
No,
2025.
it's in a year and a half. This year is already half gone.
True, but
It takes about 2 years,
Yeah.
bro. If they start, bro, we already know that. Basically, you know what this means about it's hard to get it off the ground. There's nothing for the Authority. It has no script.
I admit it's cutting it close based off this list, but that's us putting it as a minimum phase. Chapter 1 lasting 5 years. If it goes to 2031, 2032.
It will. That's the point I'm making.
All right, but that's what 6-7 years, 2
That's
years.
the
more
point I'm
extra?
making.
But that's fine. That's not 10 years.
not
though.
fine.
It's not 10 years. It's not 10 years.
This whole shit is gonna get trashed.
Bro.
But
A lot of it is gonna
Bro.
go.
Dog.
A lot of it is gonna
Dog.
go.
A lot
Don't.
of-
You might as well throw this shit in the trash.
Also,
this is all gonna
It's
get
completely
shifted.
normal. It's completely normal at Warner Brothers to look at the reception of Superman and them wanting to fast track certain things and changing James Gunn's
No,
lineup.
no, that's why you have James Gunn as your studio head. Feige doesn't do that.
But that's out of his control, I guess.
That's
What do you mean it's out of his control? It's his job.
They're saying they want to fast track Wonder Woman. There's
That's
nothing you can do
job.
about it. That's it. Fast track
Right.
Wonder Woman.
Fast track Wonder Woman. Why?
Which is a good thing.
It is a
Let's
good
say,
thing.
hold on, for this authority shit, right? Let's say that what he's saying is true, right? Yeah, the script is not the best, right? Let's put him on something better, like a Deathstroke movie, like something more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Deathstroke and Bane is also a movie coming.
Yeah, that
in
sounds
chapter
fire.
1. Add another movie to
That
the
sounds
list.
that on the
fire.
That's another movie.
Is that on the list?
It's in chapter 1.
Is that on the list?
It's not here.
All right,
Just
so I
like
don't care.
Wonder Woman is not here.
You
Want to see it? I'll show you.
yeah, sure.
I'll show you.
Probably
There's
chapter
update
2.
on Deathstroke and Bane. By the way, let me go to home.
Deathstroke and Bane?
Yes.
What do
I'll
they?
give you the Bane and Deathstroke.
Nigga, that
I
shit
got you.
sound fire, nigga.
I got you. Here it comes.
Yeah, maybe he's working on the Deathstroke and Bane then. All right.
No, they talked about that a year ago. They announced that a year ago.
Which one is the god and which one is the mom?
And listen, this is also us acknowledging that some of these projects can be canceled, right? Like Waller.
Yes.
I think Waller's canceled. They can
No,
That's
no. James Gunn said no. Jody, it's still being written by these people.
He said no, Jody, literally. That's funny, nigga. Oh, Teen Titans.
And can someone tell me, did
Oh
Phase
yeah,
1,
Teen Titans is a movie.
my
did
nigga.
Phase 1 of the MCU have a slate? Did they come up with a slate, or did
Yes.
that begin in Phase 2? I'm pretty
No.
sure they were just starting off, just releasing movies, weren't they? I don't think Kevin
they had a
hey
plan.
guys,
I-
no.
I
No, they
When
had a plan.
Avengers came out, people weren't like, "Oh, I'm excited for when we get to Avengers." No, it's just like, "Oh wow, all the movies we've been watching has culminated into this one movie called
Nope.
The Avengers." I don't think they had a slate for Phase 1.
So, yes, they did, but it wasn't like a public thing because they didn't know if the movies were gonna be successful or not.
Yeah, James is doing the same thing. I mean, I'm
Freaking
like
bitch.
giving a pass for at least chapter 1, right?
Let me fix this real quick.
Hey, my nigga. This is
Sorry
a
about that.
Deathstroke and Bane DCU movie. It's a exciting update.
But I think that you'd be more like happy and not be on James' head like as much as you are, just because these projects that are being kind of left behind or canceled or whatever the hell is going on,
Uh-huh.
right? They could be moving to projects that are far more beneficial, far more important to the story, to the universe, stuff like
Exactly.
that.
I can see how you think that, but I would.
Yeah, I mean, knowing
advise you
James Gunn,
otherwise.
knowing James Gunn, it could be a fucking Gulur Grodd movie. I don't care. Like, a Calendar Man
So
TV
this-
show.
Fuck.
That's just
Plastic
fire.
Man,
Get
all
off
them
this
Calendar
trash.
Man TV show by James Gunn, nigga. That shit sound heat.
Okay, this superhero hype website is garbage.
Deathstroke. Nigga, search
Update
for
on
that
Bane and
shit.
Deathstroke. The entire bit, it got a massive
Untitled.
update. Potential DC was first reported to be in development back in September 2024. This was announced in September 2024. James
By?
Gunn said, "See what Orton has written. The script was just turned in, or about to be turned in." That was the update. The rap reporter Umberto, blah 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 blah, talk about the script is gonna. Then it goes into development after the script is done.
Yeah, but he made it a key point that if the script is not done and it's not deemed good, it's not going
Yes.
to be in
Gotta be
development,
good.
and it's not going to be. For me, when
Yeah.
it enters development, is when they've deemed it. Okay, this is a project.
Do
we
you
wanna
think
rely
it's
on.
good business
These
practice
other-
to
no, no, no.
publicly announce movies that you don't develop?
No, you're announcing movies that you want to develop. You're not developing.
You
in that,
think
but
that's
won't
okay
develop it.
business? That's whack. That's not what you do. Hey, Spider-Man and this is coming out. Turned out bad. Sorry, that's not happening.
No,
y'all.
no, that's
Avengers this. Sorry, y'all. The script
No,
wasn't
no,
good.
that's perfectly
Don't
fine.
do that.
No, that's perfectly fine.
You're
You know
getting
why?
the public hype for
No,
something
I'll tell
that
you why,
don't
because
come.
It depends on what you're announcing, because some characters
Oh my
always have to
God,
come out.
Swag.
Hold on.
Do
If
your
someone-
job.
If someone
Do your
announces,
job, James.
if someone announces and says, "Hey, we want a Flash movie to come out, but the script is not well," am I not gonna expect a Flash movie down the future? These are characters that are always gonna come out in the DC universe.
Hold on. If I'm the DC studio head and I announce Flash and the script is bad, whose fault is it? The writer or me?
Well, you got to get the script well. I'm just saying, for him to
Answer the
announce.
question.
Hold on. If he announces a Flash movie, that's a given. We're expecting Flash in this universe. If he announces like a Batman movie, we're expecting Batman, right? Now, if there are issues with the script, I get that. But if you're announcing, now where you have a
What
point.
are you doing?
Hold on. If he announces like a Swamp Thing.
You're going down a
Oh
road
my
that's
God.
this is
If
redundant.
he's announcing
This is
like a
this is
Swamp Thing,
wrong.
no, it's true. It's
What
true.
you
I
can't
expect
afford him
these
to play.
movies come
Are you
out.
playing devil's advocate right
I'm not
now?
playing devil's. I'm being dead
Because
ass.
you're going against
I'm
how
going,
Hollywood
no,
movies
I'm
work.
going based off his words. This is based off
You're
his
gonna
words.
take his words over the industry of 100 years?
No, for his consistency on what we can attack him on,
Oh,
we have to go based off his words.
I'm not. He's a liar.
Yeah, I know you're not. Yeah,
I'm
he's
not.
right.
You. He's a proven liar. Why are you going off of a liar's words?
Dog, because if the nigga's a liar, all right, where's the conversation? Nigga's a liar. Everything he says is a lie. Everything's a lie.
Now-
What conversation is there to have if he's a liar?
The
Because he lies on
conversation
one
that
thing.
I'm having.
Dog,
Stuff is gonna get shelved and deleted, my nigga.
you gotta, let's actually break this-
Qui-Gon, help me here.
Oh,
my
my
God.
nigga, they need to get rid of the authorities. That's trash. I agree.
Never should have been announced. But
David-
shout out to you, James, for announcing the authority before Wonder Woman.
If you're gonna call someone a liar too, by the way, like let's actually go into every situation where he's lied and look at the context. 'Cause that's important too, right?
That
If
is
there's
a
reason-
really good context. Let's do that.
Oh, shit, I opened up
I'm
a
really
can of
glad
worms.
that you brought that up.
This nigga happy.
Let me see.
Toxic nigga.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm toxic. I'm all the way toxic. So toxic, about to expose him some more. So Gal Gadot says that this is from Gal Gadot.
Yeah, we don't
Gal
care about
Gadot
her.
says James Gunn and Peter Safran told her in a meeting personally, quote, "You're in the best hands. We're going to develop Wonder Woman 3 with you. We love you as Wonder Woman. You've got nothing to worry about." This post was from 2023.
Yeah, the bitch can't speak English. She probably didn't. She probably misunderstood the words. My nigga,
Oh
keep
my
shit a
God,
thousand.
bro.
Hey, man, I'm just keeping 1,000. She can't speak English.
Go ahead, Qui-Gon.
That was funny. I don't believe, bro, that Waller
trash
should
guy, 'cause
ever come out, my nigga. Who the fuck asked for that shit? I believe David looked at the authorities. He looked at Waller, and he saw that shit and said, "No money. Get that shit out of here." And it sounds
Look at the tag on this post. August 10th of 2023. This goes to show you that they brought in Gal in a meeting and Patty and said, "Oh, not right now, but we'll come back. You're Wonder Woman. We love you. We're gonna make it happen." And then here we are in 2020. Liar, you said. It's about Here's your lie. Go ahead, Qui-Gon. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think David looked at the movies that he had slated, or not slated. I don't really give a fuck. Whatever he had planned, my nigga, all together, nigga.
Yeah.
Cause I don't believe that it was a slate. I'm gonna swag on that. I think that it was ideas put together in a chapter.
Sure.
And he saw that shit and he said, "No, we need money. We need to print money, nigga."
Yeah.
And based off that, James Gunn, you need someone above you to direct where the fuck your vision is.
Yeah.
Because you need money. Without money, none of this shit gonna happen. Just like that argument we had about Iron Man. Iron Man 1. If that don't make money, probably not gonna happen. Which
Yep,
I will
I
concede
agree.
to you on
Makes
that
sense.
argument.
That makes
If
sense.
Iron Man would have flopped, MCU would have probably not
Yeah.
did shit. But I think that the authorities, we don't need this shit. I'm gonna be honest.
And
It might-
it's in development hell.
and that's a
It's not going if they're having trouble. If James is saying they're having trouble, you might as well say it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. He gave up, and I'm cool with that. He wanna because
And that writer is working on something else. Oh, and we got the news that Wonder Woman's fast track. Oh, okay.
I have a question for you. If this was Henry Cavill saying this statement, would you be mad at James?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you
Yes.
want him to be like, keep his word, bring Henry back? That's what you'd be. You'd be on
Yes.
a whole campaign saying, "Oh, James liked the Henry. We want Henry back." That's what you'd be doing.
Do you know why?
Why?
because he let Peacemaker come in and you let Waller come in. It's not a real reboot. If you're gonna let some in,
he is biased.
bring
He
him
is
back.
biased. He is biased with the people he's
Now,
Exactly.
now, this the thing about it, right? I think that this is a good idea, what he's doing, or David is doing. Really, we don't need these movies, bro. I don't see nothing wrong in making adjustments. If it need to be adjust this shit. To me, the nigga James Gunn ain't missed yet. The Creature Commandos is good. The Superman, good. Even the Suicide Squad, that was good to me. But it flopped kinda. And it flopped because
Pandemic. It was a pandemic.
it was a pandemic.
I want to put Suicide Squad's box office against James because it came out during the pandemic, so I wouldn't count that.
I don't think David would have greenlit that shit. Was David on top around that time?
No, I think it was probably still Jason Kilar, AT&T.
Gal Gadot is just as much as a liar as James, so all these actors lie. Have you ever seen a Rock interview, my nigga? This movie has so much heart. He says about every movie, nigga.
hierarchy
Liar.
of DC,
Gal
my
Gadot for that, what's the movie that just came
There's
out
a
with?
difference between blatantly lying about stuff
That's
and then
lying
playing
to
the.
me. Lies
Okay,
are
look,
lies.
lies are lies.
Yeah,
But
lies.
there's like, remember when Andrew Garfield, everyone's saying, "Are you in the new Spider-Man No Way Home with Toby?" The rumor,
No, that's not the type of lies I'm talking
It's like
about.
that
Don't
is
lie
the type
about
of
the
lies.
movie. This movie's this lies.
Yeah, just like that
This
liar
is
in
what?
the chat right now.
Snyder Cut too. Wasn't she supporting the Snyder Cut?
No,
She was never supporting the Are you sure? I think she was one of the people supporting it, right? There
Yeah,
was
she
Henry
was.
That was in the meeting.
Man,
Yeah,
she
was.
supporting-
I
You
don't
were
know
upset
what's
at that
fake.
too. You're like,
yeah,
"Damn,
she
gal."
said something about.
Yeah.
She said something pro Snyder.
Yeah,
I
all
don't think
these
she said.
liars.
I don't think she said release the cut. She said something that was pro Snyder, and I was like, "What the freak?"
Was she telling the truth? You
Who
feel
was
me?
the only one that didn't promote it? Was it Ben?
It was
was,
Ben. Ben didn't promote anything.
I think it was Ben that didn't. That stayed completely.
Yeah, they all
silent.
promoted it. One woman was on.
Yeah,
Gal
she
Gadot
did.
was
I
on
think
it.
She
Aquaman
did say
did
it.
too.
nigga. She a
Because she
liar,
believed
nigga.
that. How's that a lie?
No, I don't think.
She probably wanted
Oh,
the
she's
movie to come
trash
out.
then. She's either a liar or she's trash. Which one
Yeah,
you
it was
gonna pick?
That's
Affleck.
whack for her saying that.
Weak,
and I said
trash.
so.
Yeah, whatever. Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
fuck
Gal
it.
Gadot's trash, but we care about her opinion. And why?
You're saying she's trash. I'm not.
Why do we care about her opinion? I'm just curious.
She's Wonder Woman.
Oh.
I mean, it's more about James
we-
Gunn.
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, your
James
hate
Gunn's
for
a
Gal
Going
because
by-
your
bro.
hate for Gal because of the Palestine stuff and your religion.
Why are you bringing?
Is why
that
you're
has
doing that.
nothing to
Yeah,
do with
you have a personal
You don't
vendetta
even know my
against her.
politics. Or
I
my
understand. I
viewpoint.
understand about the Palestine stuff,
Oh,
but you got to
God.
take that hate that you
I
have
don't.
for Israel
You're applying
and
something
the
on
hate
me.
you have for Jews.
Let's say-
and put that to the side. Let's have
All right.
this. Let's keep it pop culture.
How about you-
Don't bring your personal hate for Gal because she's Jewish into your pop culture stuff. Separate it.
Could it just be that she's a bad actress and she's not that interesting to watch? Could that be the
Yo,
case?
she could be a bad actress.
Could it be-
and
could it be
not
the
interesting
case-
to watch?
Hold
You
on.
didn't like Wonder Woman?
Could it be the case that
You didn't like
can
Wonder Woman
hold on.
2017?
Could you be the case that
You didn't like Wonder Woman?
I did. Could it be the case?
So she
that-
was interesting to watch in Wonder Woman.
No, the movie was good.
So she was she was the main character. She was interesting. She was in all the dope scenes.
Have you ever watched-
She made it epic. Are you trying to say that Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman in 2017, the main hero, was not interesting to watch?
Have you ever watched?
Are
any
you saying
movie?
that? Yes or no?
Have you ever watched?
Are you gonna answer?
I'm answering your question in my way. Have you ever
No,
watched
I
any
don't wanna hear that.
movie,
You're
any
saying you're
TV
talking
show, any
crap
anime,
right now,
and
bro.
you love the things that are
Sorry.
happening around the main
Sorry.
character? Have you ever watched anything?
Are you
You go,
gonna
oh,
answer
I
my
like
question?
the story. Oh, I like
answer
the side
questions.
characters. Oh, I
I'm
like
a
this action
question
scene.
answerer. I'm the realest thing on the planet.
Yeah, I didn't find
You
that
ask me a
interesting.
question, I'm gonna answer like a man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
didn't
gonna.
ask- I didn't find
I'm
that
not gonna play
interesting.
politics.
I didn't find that interesting. Oh, I just like to develop my
Okay, so you're
arguments,
saying,
actually.
so
I know
you're saying
that's
that Gal's
new to
not
you,
interesting.
What?
Gal in 2017's Wonder Woman as the main hero
Yeah, she
was not interesting.
She was not interesting. No, her on screen, it was like
The
okay,
show
it was basic. It was cool.
got it.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon.
I always felt this.
I think that she was a cool Wonder Woman, bro. I
Sure.
bought into it, and I believe Patty carried, my nigga.
And I believe that the next Wonder Woman will surpass her with ease, my nigga.
I don't
believe
know
that
about
with
that, bro.
ease.
I will say this. I will say this. That's a tough task.
That's not a tough task.
800
You got
it
half
is.
people.
It
Well, you
is.
have 80% of the people already thinking she's trash Wonder Woman. It's cool. It's
It
what
is a
bro.
tough task.
For the same
because
reason why
Patty,
you hate her,
my nigga.
because she's Jewish. You don't
Why
like
you
Jews.
Dog, get it.
Politics.
I don't even
Oh,
think
shit.
that.
So anyway,
These niggas funny.
$821 million is a big hill.
Yeah, it is.
Superman's not gonna make that.
Nah, I won't.
James Gunn's Superman isn't gonna make what Gal's Wonder Woman made. So before you up there saying that the next Wonder Woman is gonna thwart 2017, I would say think again. And you're not putting enough respect on how hard it is to make $820 million.
Do you think James' Superman is gonna beat Man of Steel at the box office? I'm pretty sure you said you don't think so, right?
No, I don't think so.
And
I don't think it's
and who's a better Superman?
What's a better film?
Who's a better Superman?
David Cornswell.
Okay, so your argument is
What
mute.
movie's better?
Your argument is mute.
No, it's not.
We're talking about Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, right? And I
Better
just said
film.
she's gonna be surpassed by the next Wonder Woman.
What do you mean by
with
surpass?
ease.
Box office?
The character, the actress.
Oh,
is
so
gonna
you're
be a
not talking
better-
box office?
Nigga, you know I'm not. I know how you ran
got
to
it,
that
got it.
because you know
Oh,
you
that's-
can't.
now
I know you ran to that.
No,
You
no,
ran to
no, I'm
box
sorry,
office.
because
No,
that's the
damn well
only
you
thing-
haven't. How do you
The
run to
reason why I
box
went
office
to
and talk
box
about the
office because
character?
we could prove that for fact. What you're talking about is opinion. We can't prove that.
I mean,
All right, so that's why I'm.
I mean,
letting
there
that
are
go.
certain. No. There are
I
certain.
could cook you with facts
No,
that it doesn't do box office.
There are certain
but
factual-
I could
That's not
see.
true.
I could
That's
say
not true.
Gal's better. You'll say the other
That's
girl's
not true.
better.
That's not
We
true.
can't prove that.
We can't prove it because we've been
Oh,
doing
we
the same
can't?
thing with David Corns. That nigga's word. That nigga's name is weird. Okay, the new Superman versus Henry Cavill's,
not a
right?
fact.
No, you can because there are character traits that are factually based upon something. There are character traits that are factual. There are character traits that are absolute. Superman comes from Krypton. His parents sent him to Earth to save the planet. This, that, and the third, right? These things we
There's
can.
iterations in comics where that's not true.
We're talking about the canon iterations, right? The
It don't have
But
to
I
be
thought-
canon.
It has to be any. It
No.
can be any. Okay, bro.
It don't have to be. You
Come
can
on.
make a movie that's not
There's
canon.
there's an average. You could take an average amount of comics that
The
are like
Snyderverse
linear.
is off of a video game.
I know, but linear comic books of these characters' stories. There are factual things that happen within the stories.
There's stories
Yeah,
that contradict
you have
that.
backstories. You have their backstory. What is Wonder Woman's backstory? What
Some
is
of the
Superman's
most popular
backstory?
stuff for Batman is non-canon. The Dark Knight Returns is a popular Batman comic graphic novel that is not canon to the character,
Hold on.
and they made BVS and the Snyderverse based off of it.
That's a specific story that Zack Snyder
Yes.
took to
Yes.
mix it with something that makes no sense. You don't take that Batman
Making
and
no
put him
sense
with an
is an
early
opinion.
Hold on,
That's
hold on.
why I don't wanna do
that
that.
doesn't work because even with that iteration, Superman was old. He was a following the law, following the. He was basically a henchman for the president. He was just following his orders, right? But that's not the Superman that Zack Snyder had. You had a Superman that was hated by the public. It was hated by everybody, right? He was a young Superman. You take an old Batman and
When
you
you
mix
say
them.
hated by
What
everybody,
iteration
are you
is
talking
that?
about in the movie or in
tell
real
me,
life?
tell me what iteration do you have an old Batman mixed with a young Superman?
BVS.
Exactly. So that's not pulling from anything. He pulled it. He
Well,
wasn't even consistent with that own iteration.
No, that's just how the comics work. Superman doesn't age. Batman will get old.
You know what I mean?
He ages slowly.
Superman was old in that Frank Miller comic. He was old.
No.
In Batman, he was old. He
was
was looking
not
old.
old.
He was looking old.
Oh, because he had to talk a couple gray strands.
Yeah, he was old.
That man was violent.
He wasn't early.
Bruce Wayne was
and
what?
even if he doesn't look
How did
old,
Bruce Wayne look?
and you know I'm not talking about how he looks. I'm talking about within the story, where they're at in the story.
Okay.
He was early in the story. Henry Cavill.
This is not provable. None of this that you said is factual.
I thought-
It's
look, bro.
opinion, bro.
Use that.
That's why let's keep it with box
Use
office.
that. I
and
want keep that same energy for Fantastic
I do.
Four. Keep that
I
same
do.
energy, my nigga.
I
When
will.
a nigga says, "Oh, in this comment, Sue Storm was actually a leader," don't complain. Don't complain. Don't complain.
What do you mean?
No, because
That's
there
a
are
different
comics.
argument.
Yeah, there are comics where Sue Storm was a leader, so don't complain.
There's comics where Silver Surfer was female.
Yeah,
and
don't
I
complain.
call it out.
Don't complain.
Why can't I
Because
complain?
I'm using that argument to discredit what you're saying. Oh, those things
No,
we can
no.
pull. We
These
can't pull for
are different
anything.
arguments.
Apparently now.
Even though I say that Silver Surfer was in like 5 comics, it is a mistake to put someone that's in for 5 comics in a movie to be seen by billions. That's a mistake.
So what would you pull
So,
them from?
this is
Let me ask you.
different.
So what would you pull them from?
Pull what from?
If you want to make a Silver Surfer,
The most popular.
The most popular? Okay,
Yes,
I'm
the most
basing
popular.
my
That's how I
opinion-
would do it.
Yeah, I'm basing my opinions on Superman on the most popular, the most common
The
knowledge.
most popular Batman is a graphic novel, non-canon.
No, that's not true. I don't
right.
think that's true. No.
Tell that to these Batman
because-
Superman. Tell it to these Batman heads that are wishing death threats for 10 years, loving that big meaty Batman,
hold
bro.
on. You
The
think
Dark Knight Returns is
that
a
makes no
very
sense.
popular graphic
Do you think,
novel.
Do you think a
The
single
Watchmen
you
is
think-
a very popular graphic
Hold on,
novel.
hold on. You're not because you're not analyzing this right. You think a single iteration of Batman where he's old killing niggas, right? That has a couple comics versus a Batman not only that's coming out with his own comics, but you're seeing him in a Superman comics, you're seeing him in
Yeah.
Flash comics, you're seeing him within a linear story
They don't
within the
care about
universe.
that.
But that's all getting paid for.
They don't care about that.
No, that's not more popular. You're saying it was more popular. But no, you're seeing this Batman in this story, that story.
Yeah.
These fans are seeing this, right?
Yeah.
Not only is it more linear, not only is it more lasting longer,
Yeah.
but it's probably making more money as well because that's the character continuing
Nah,
these
that
stories.
Dark Knight Returns sheet, cooking on them comics.
I don't
Lots
think
of
that's
money,
true.
lots of copies sold.
I don't think that's true.
Very popular.
I don't think that's true. But okay.
Made an animated movie off of it too, and they based the universe off it. That comic is so popular, that graphic novel, that non-canon graphic novel, is so popular, swag, that they made a animated movie off of it that made millions, and then they based a whole entire DCEU off that shit.
I know.
They didn't do it off of They didn't do that off of the real Batman, though, did they?
That's the problem.
All right, that's exactly. I agree. That's why somebody would disagree with us. You said it's a problem. I think it's a problem.
Yep.
Somebody could come in and say DC was great. Y'all are wrong. That's why you can't. I want factual W's, and the way we could give a factual W to the future Wonder Woman is only through box office.
So in your mind, for this Superman to be a factual W, it has to make more than Man of Steel. Otherwise,
Yes.
James
If-
failed.
yes,
Wow, that's
yes.
your metric now.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's nuances involved, but yes. If
The nuances
let me
seem
ask
big.
you.
Yeah,
Let me
go
ask
ahead,
you.
go ahead.
If Superman 2025 doesn't make more than Man of Steel, that's not an L?
I don't think it's necessarily. No, I don't think it's an L.
Nah, that's
I
not
don't
an
think
L.
it's an L.
Really?
I think if it flops, if it bombs, if it gets negative reception, that's an L.
That's an L.
You do realize that if Superman doesn't outdo Man of Steel, that everyone's gonna cook this shit and the Snyder cult is gonna get their torches out.
You
Right?
talking about
That
them
Snyder cult,
5,000
I don't
people?
care about them.
I know you don't, but you have to understand, it's a real thing and they're toxic and they've been around for a
That's
decade.
5,000 people.
Oh, did you know that cult is 5,000 people?
Yeah.
They got $100 million out of Warner Brothers and they released the Snyder cut. Let's not.
That's
play
during
that.
COVID. Warner Brothers didn't have a lot of
hell?
projects,
A lot
a
of
lot of things.
excuses.
That's
Yeah,
when
it
Wonder
happened.
Woman
Oh, what happened to
84.
nuances?
$100 million. It happened.
Oh my God.
It
$100
happened.
million.
I-
5,000
It happened.
people out of 5,000 people. That's because DC was dead. That's the only 5,000 that was
dead.
there.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'm gonna say if Superman doesn't beat Man of Steel, it is an L for box office.
What type
All right,
of L?
let's use that. Let's use
It's
that logic.
it's an L. The fact that
If the next
the new
Wonder Woman
Superman
movie,
didn't do better than the Superman that came out. That's not even freaking Superman from 12 years ago. That's not even Superman.
Okay,
All
that's
right,
a
hold
L,
on.
but it's two different.
If any of
types
the big
L's.
That means more people came to see a fake Superman than the real Superman from James. That is an L.
if
that's
any
a-
of the big three,
but it's a W
if
in
the
there,
if
too.
the next Batman movie, if the next Superman 2
being a
movie,
real
if the
Superman.
next
There's a
Wonder Woman
W in
movie,
there.
if all these of the big three, all the Justice League members, if none of the Justice League members make billion-dollar movies in this next trilogies or whatever, that's an L because Captain Marvel made a billion.
No.
Why not? If Wonder Woman does not make a billion, that's an L
is that
because it didn't beat
rhetorical?
Captain Marvel.
Is that rhetorical?
Captain
You said
Marvel
why
made a billion.
not? Is that rhetorical? You want me to just
Yeah, I
let
just
you
want Captain Marvel made a billion. Wonder Woman should make a billion.
No.
Why not?
The MCU is popular. DC.
That's
is
a
not.
fact. Oh, excuses.
I guess you call it excuse, but it's also true.
So what? 80 years of history of Wonder Woman comments. Her
Yeah.
popular. That's just down the water now. She's surpassed by Brie Larson's Captain Marvel.
The MCU formula is iconic.
You know what was an L, my nigga? You know what was an L?
You don't believe
Come
in the
on,
MCU?
dog.
You don't believe you think
Not
I'm
to
this
that
genuine?
extent.
They are
man.
iconic.
Captain Marvel made 1.1 billion
They
because
are
they
iconic.
sandwiched it between Infinity
I
War and
agree.
Endgame.
Oh, so you should have no problem with Fantastic Four making more than Superman then.
No.
Fantastic Four has the potential, but I'm
It
not
won't.
okay. I'm not okay.
But you should be
We-
fine
I
with it.
don't
because-
want that, no.
But MCU has
MCU's right now. MCU's on the downslope.
power. Okay.
Exactly. When it was hot, this is a L. DC Superman only making
Oh.
6. DC
Let me read them
Super-
just real quick.
Go ahead.
Logan says one of Zack Snyder's downfalls was rushing too fast to catch up to Marvel. I would argue that James is doing the exact same thing. He says James needs to focus on making great singular films for the main characters, learn from past mistakes. Logan, too little, too late. We've seen Superman. He's doing some of the making the same exact mistakes with this Superman by adding other heroes, multiple other heroes, the Justice Gang, Green Lantern. How does that look? Let me talk to you as a real motherfucking comic book nerd fan. How does it look? And to you, my brothers, my people, I love y'all. We got a Black John Stewart Green Lantern coming next year.
Yeah.
Who beat him to the punch in the theaters? The white
Gardner.
bow cut nigga.
People like that.
How the hell is that okay? And guess what? The bow cut nigga's gonna be in Lanterns too. So when Lanterns comes out and we finally get John Stewart, there's gonna be Hal Jordan in there and Guy Gardner, and everybody's gonna be cheering for Guy Gardner because guess what? James put him in Superman.
Listen.
And here we are again with a freaking John Stewart that nobody gives a shit about.
Listen, bro. If
I'm not okay with that.
I'm a person that likes pasta, kind of likes
Oh,
chicken.
shit.
I prefer getting my chicken before I get my pasta, right? John Stewart, Hal Jordan, that's the pasta, right? That's the main course meal. Give me the whack nigga first, then give me the big dog. Ain't nobody gonna care about this Guy Gardner nigga if you put Hal Jordan first and Jon Stewart. That's how it is.
Build it up.
You can use him as a way of introduction.
Guy Gardner's more popular than both of those Green Lanterns right now.
No.
And he's in Peacemaker.
No. He's only more popular. He's not.
And he's in
popular.
Peacemaker.
When you say more popular, what are you talking about? Like general audiences who don't know anything about any superhero at all?
James Gunn fans.
People see him, they're not like that.
General audiences.
That's not.
Bro.
I think you gotta give him
love him from Superman. He's about to be a Peacemaker, and he's gonna be in Lanterns. He's gonna be the only character in all 3 of the live action.
Dog, you can only say
he's about to be popular, more popular than Hal Jordan.
You can't say a character is more popular than a character that hasn't been introduced
because
yet.
Nathan Fillion is James Gunn's friend.
Let me ask you a question. What's the first movie of the MCU?
Because Nathan Fillion is James Gunn's friend.
I get you. What's the first movie of the MCU?
Oh, okay. What was the question?
What's the first movie of the MCU?
Iron Man.
It was Incredible Hulk.
Iron Man.
Incredible Hulk came first.
Iron Man first. Incredible Hulk came like 3-4 months later.
Oh yeah, that's right. They come during the same time.
They both came out in the same year, 2008.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Cook.
Good Hulk movie.
I was gonna say,
even if you're doing good so far. I'm loving this.
I'm gonna say though,
you're giving me code vibes right now.
Am I?
My juices are flowing.
Hey nigga, I was tired as fuck.
Bro,
nigga.
you
I don't know
cooking
why.
right now. I gotta tell you, you cooking. Hey, this back up.
Oh, man, you feel me?
I love this shit, swag. Hey, God damn, this nigga bringing that fire. Oh, I love it, bro. W for swag. I gotta give him the W. That's W. I haven't had this in a while, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. You had to come all the way from Canada to deliver that shit.
But you got Canon and E-Man. What you mean, bro?
Qui-Gon, what you say?
Nigga, that shit just threw me off what he said, nigga. I was confused, to be honest, about the about how that argument started, because it started over
back to Wonder Woman, right?
It started over opinion, my niggas, about characters, exactly. And I'm like, okay, if you're gonna start over opinion about characters, I thought we was talking about the acting of Gal Gadot, because that's an opinion. Yes, if it was bad or not. Opinion, so when he went character, I was like, what happened? And then they went deeper with y'all argument. I was like, what the fuck? Where are we going with this? But they liked it, you know.
Kia said, freak that's supposed to mean? Throwing shot swag? Nah. He was just like making a observation.
Hey, Keon, you had your chance with this nigga, bro.
Yeah. It's all right. So, the Gal Gadot thing, you know, time will tell. I want you guys to know that I want Gal to be Wonder Woman. Obviously, I want Patty to be back, but I'm okay with there being a new. And the reason why I'm like this, because you let freaking Peacemaker come. If you never let Peacemaker and Waller and Jason Momoa be Lobo, I would have never been. I would have been like, fine, no Patty, no Gal. But if you give him out a cookie, glass of milk. You let on a little, somebody gonna be like, hey, let me get some too. I remember when I was working for a clothing store and I was stealing some clothes. I was coming out the alley. Taking a Rockaware fitted for my girl. It was when the Rockaware velour 2 pieces was hot in the 2000s. I had a pink one, and I stuffed it under I was gonna stuff it under the dumpster. Dude was like, "Hey man, give me some too, dog." I said, "Nah, man, it's just me. I can't, bro. You got cameras and shit, bro. I'm doing my thing, bro." He was like, "Man." The doors was open. He was doing this. Like, he was about to jump and get up in there and steal something. I said, hey, bro, you could do that, but you on camera right now. You could do that, but that's on you. I ain't going to say nothing, but you on camera. My shit, I got my shit in the trash bag. I'm pretending like I'm taking the trash out. Then I'm going to come after work. I'm going to come take the trash bag and go get on. He was like, man, he was doing this shit like he was really finna get up in there. I'm like, but he didn't do it. I was like, cool, for sure. Then I thought, okay, he knows that it's under the dumpster. He saw me try to put it under the dumpster. He probably gonna try to steal the shit. I let some time go by, like 10, 20, 30 minutes. I went back outside, took the trash out for real. Then I went around the parking lot. There was this tire, a random tire on the sidewalk. I put the bag under the tire and let the tire sit flat. So it just looks like there's a tire on the sidewalk that's just there. Nigga, I went, clocked out, not even 2 minutes later. Go back to the tire, flip it up, empty, nigga. That shit was gone. Whoever the hell it was watching me. Yeah. How the freak does this shit gone? I went to the thing, clocked out, went around, came, gone. And I looked around. Somebody was in a cut in a car. Somebody was looking through a crack. They were watching me. I'm like, what the heck was this?
What was this?
Somebody always watch.
I forgot the point that I'm trying to make though. Why'd I bring that up? I was going somewhere with that.
Funny story. I don't know. Man. That's all
Nah.
it takes sometimes.
Nah, you was comparing.
Letting the crack of the door open. I was trying to do my little theft. A nigga come, let me get some G, nigga. There's always a motherfucker be like, oh, you letting characters in? Shoot. Henry Cavill, tell my agent, can I get back in? Can I get? What about this? Don't do it. Don't open the floodgates. So since he's doing that, that's why I'm like, bro, bring him back. But even still, I'm okay if they recast. I'm willing to move on. I am.
Okay.
Yeah. I just be consistent, right? If you're gonna recast everybody. Don't play favoritism. It's clear favoritism with Peacemaker. Come on, dog. It's clear favoritism. Every every movie. Why is it that everything I see you, every project I see you in, you're having actors I've seen you make in other movies? You know, Chris Pratt, Batista, all these other people, John Cena, all these people. It's like, come on,
his
bro,
brother, Maxwell,
your brother as well.
Like, bro.
Maxwell.
I get it putting your people on, but sometimes that's not good for the craft that you're doing, bro. Like his wife is in Peacemaker. That's his wife. I'm like, I see what you're doing, but bro, enough, bro. Like just